Welcome to the Car Wash Mini PDs. Get in, get your learning, get out in 15 minutes or less guaranteed. My name is Mary Bartkowski and I am a part of PLI's Teacher Effectiveness team. Today we're going to be talking about stability and routine. So classroom routines are always essential, but now, especially in a virtual setting, they're more important than ever. Here are going to be some ideas to help our students with stability and routine. So students exhibit positive behaviors when there is stability in class. And sometimes even the slightest change in a routine can lead to chaos. Now, studies have shown that instability in the classroom can have a negative impact on child development and even hinder learning. So these are just some suggestions to make sure that change in a routine has a minimal impact on our students. Now make sure that your students do know what a regular week and a regular day are going to look like. So briefly in each class, run through what will be happening and when. So this is my schedule for a 60-minute class. And I would, at the beginning of class, I would let them know we are going to have a 5-minute independent bell ringer. Then we're going to move on to 7 minutes with a partner of a warm-up activity, followed by some teamwork and a review. And then we're going to move on to direct instruction, and that's going to be 15 minutes of independent work, followed by 20 minutes of application of what we have gone ahead and learned. And that can be done with a partner today. And in closing, we're going to have a team activity where we go ahead and do a little bit of fun application and fun closing activity today. Now also, as I would be working in my class, I would be checking off the areas that we had done, giving the students a visual reminder of where we are in the process. Now there are many tools that you can go ahead and use. I have personally used Canva, Classroom Screens, Google Slides, Kami, and Nearpod, but you can use whatever you want to go ahead and facilitate that. Now, you'll also want to explain that sometimes the unexpected does happen. Now, for me, the unexpected falls into these 3 categories, with our highest priority being that no one can go ahead and be on my classroom. No one can connect to Zoom. The next would be my medium priority, and that's where most of the class can log in, but maybe there's some issues with headsets or students are sharing computers. And then my lowest priority are when students cannot access an assignment. Maybe there are issues with Canvas. Now, you always want to inform your students of planned changes to the timetable or routine, and you should give them as much of a heads up as possible. If you can give them a week, awesome. If you can give them more, even better. Now, this will be also important if you do end up having any students who are on the spectrum. And of course, you want to remind the students on that day. You want to let them know, okay, hey guys, remember today, during today's class, we are going to be a shortened schedule. We're only going to have 40 minutes to work because of state testing. Now, while we cannot predict completely everything that is going to happen, we do want to go ahead and work on being as consistent as possible in our classrooms. So I do use a monthly planner, and I let my students know what is on the horizon, what they can expect. Hey, there's going to be a substitute teacher on Thursday, the 3rd week of class. That's when our state testing is, and that means our class is shorter. And then also some fun things. Hey, remember, we are doing a virtual field trip to a firehouse. These are activities that you want to present on your monthly calendar. Now, if you do plan on bringing in guest speakers or going on those virtual field trips, you may wish to show your class a year at a glance. Now, as we approach summer, this is something that would be interesting to go ahead and start planning out for next year. Why does this work? Being prepared for a change in routine helps students cope. Now, this has also been shown to positively impact test scores and assessment outcomes. And my top tips: when something unexpected does occur, remind the students, remind your class that these things happen, and it's important to remain flexible and to remain adaptable. Now, whether you go ahead and use hand signals to show your transitions, maybe use auditory or other visual cues, just know that giving your students a clear idea of when you're moving on to the next activity, it does really help. Thank you very much, and I appreciate your time. If you do want to get in touch with me, my name is Mary Bartkowski, mbartkowski@proxlearn.com.